the Pietermaritzburg High Court, the arms deal matter is set to resume today. Former President Jacob Zuma is set to appear alongside a representative of French arms company Thales.
They're accused of racketeering and money laundering during the arms deal acquisition process in the 1990s. The case resumes after the Supreme Court of Appeal recently dismissed Zuma's application to privately prosecute advocate Billy Downer and journalist Karyn Maughan. For more on the story, we're joined this morning by Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan. Karinda, yet another application by the former president. What can we expect in court today?
Good morning, Michelle. Well, indeed, the arms deal trial does resume today, but we are expected to hear further arguments from Zuma with regards to his bid to have advocate Billy Downer removed as the lead prosecutor in this case. And we've been hearing these arguments for the past 2 years. In fact, exactly 2 years ago, on the 26th of October 2021, Judge Pietermaritzburg at this court dismissed Zuma's plea to have advocate Billy Downer removed. He also said at the time that the medical note which has been in question, with Zuma claiming that Downer had leaked a medical note to journalist Karyn Maughan, Judge Pietermaritzburg said that that medical note was already part of public record. Now, over the years, we've seen various appeals in this regard, and at the same time, Zuma had opened criminal charges against advocate Billy Downer, but the National Prosecuting Authority declined to prosecute in that regard. So the former president went ahead with a private prosecution. On the 7th of June this year at this court, we saw a full bench of judges actually dismiss that, saying that there was no leeway for Zuma to actually privately prosecute both Downer and Maughan. They went ahead and also described this as an abuse of process, and also upholding the statement that the medical note again in question has been part of public record. Zuma went on to appeal this at the Supreme Court of Appeal, also the Constitutional Court, both courts dismissing that leave to appeal that High Court hearing. And that same High Court also granted an interdict to advocate Downer, to Karyn Maughan, to say that, well, Zuma cannot go ahead with further pursuing any private prosecution. And just earlier this month, we saw the Supreme Court of Appeal upholding that enforcement, saying that both Downer and Maughan cannot be prosecuted during this time in terms of the private prosecution that Zuma is leaning towards. Despite these various stages, levels of the judiciary saying that Zuma has been abusing the court process, or saying that there's no leeway actually for Downer to be removed from being the lead prosecutor in this case. We expect these arguments to continue, and also there have been reports that Zuma's arguments will touch on Downer's conversations with another journalist, Sam Sole, back in 2008, a matter that's already been ruled on, but we are expecting those arguments also, or that conversation also, to be brought up in court today. We're going to also see what the presiding judge has to say, especially because it has been 2 years since the trial has moved forward. The last time we saw this trial actually sitting down on the 26th of May 2021, 2 years ago, Zuma had pleaded not guilty. Co-accused a representative of the French arms company Thales, also pleading not guilty to the various charges of racketeering, money laundering and corruption, but it really stopped at that. So we're yet to see even a first witness take the stand in this decade-long corruption matter.
I suppose you've answered it already, Karinda, insofar as when does the trial get underway? How long is a piece of string? Karinda Jagmohan, live to us there at the High Court in Pietermaritzburg.